Bonjour et bienvenue à Alan Wake. On se retrouve ici. On vient de trouver la carte, le permis de conduire de ma femme qui est disparue. Shit's going down. Comment expliquer Shadow People. Il y a du monde qui sont en train de... Something's going on avec Wake. C'est ça. Allez voir les autres épisodes d'avant si vous voulez un full compte rendu là. Il est encore là? Lui, il est juste asleep.
A writer is a light that reveals the world of his story from darkness, shapes it from nothingness. The way a sculptor carves a statue from a block of granite. If I stop, the world I'm making dies. Darkness will reclaim it. It's a long, hard journey into the dark. Alice's life is at stake, but I can't think about that, or I'll lose it. The dread lingers at the edge of perception. I'll push on. Anything is possible here. I'll write the story. I'll save her.
Right. Fait que là, on a perdu une semaine. Oh, la TV est morte. On a perdu une semaine de temps.
Marvelous, Sarah. I just wanted to settle all the damage the Anderson brothers might have inadvertently caused on their recent and regrettable little outing. They are not accountable for their actions, of course. I can assure you that my staff has been reprimanded.
Tor and Odin never
Are you feeling any better, Mr. Wake?
I'd like to leave. Am I free to go?
Well, we still need to talk about...
Am I under arrest?
No, of course not. But I need to know where you'll be staying so I can get in touch with you.
I'd avoid the motel. The Majestic is known for its roaches. The cabins at Elderwood are pretty nice, though.
That sounds perfect.
I'm Dr. Emil Hartman. I'd like to invite you to stay at Cauldron Lake Lodge.
Did you talk to my wife?
I had the pleasure of discussing your situation with her on several occasions.
Did you set something up with her?
I invited her here. My clinic is a place where...
Oh, hey! Oh, my!
Take it easy.
Hey, nobody move! Get your hands off of my client!
Who are you?
I'm Barry Wheeler, his agent. If you have business with Mr. Wake, you talk to me. You yokels won't know what hit you once I sick my lawyers on your asses.
No harm done, Sarah. I'm all right. I don't want to press charges. Mr. Wake, my offer still stands.
C'est quoi là? C'est qui fait la voix de
Get me out
Barry?
of here.
What the hell was that about, Al? We don't need a replay of that thing with the paparazzi. I thought they were gonna lock you up.
I had to talk to someone. I told Barry everything. He thought I was certifiable, but when he heard about the manuscript, I had him. The fact that I'd written something, even if I couldn't remember it, was enough for him. He smelled money. And he believed that Alice had been kidnapped. Anything beyond that was another story. I had a midnight appointment with the kidnapper in a place called Lover's Peak, somewhere in Elderwood National Park. The plan was to rent a cabin.
I don't like it, Al. I don't like any of it. It's not good. In fact, it's the absolute opposite of good.
Mr. Wake! Barry, you found him!
Hi, Rose.
Oh, wow, I was just thinking about you, too.
Great.
I was just bringing Rusty some coffee. He's on the balcony, looking after Max. Poor thing. I really need to go. Great to see you again, Mr. Wake. Later!
Who's Max?
Who knows?
What an airhead.
Jeez, Mr. Takes a swing at everybody. This is not her fault. She's a very nice girl and, more importantly, a fan.
Bucktooth Charlie, Colombian Mammoth. Ok. C'est ça. Voilà. Alan, il a de l'air à avoir perdu une semaine, puis en une semaine, il a écrit un livre. Puis c'est ce qu'on est en train
Seriously,
de
Al,
vivre
what you were saying in
présentement.
the car? Just listen to yourself. What, you shot a guy and his body just disappeared? When was the last time you slept? What, are you high? Have you been drinking?
No! Look, Barry, I'm missing a week, and someone's got Alice, and everything's just...
Do you understand what it sounds like when you say stuff like that? Don't get me wrong, it's a good story, could be a bestseller. But when you start confusing fiction with reality, you're buying yourself a ticket to the funny farm.
Wait here.
Talk to Rusty, j'imagine que c'est lui, Rusty.
Easy there, boy. I'm almost done.
Hey, Rusty, right? You rent cabins.
Oh, Mr. Wake. I'd shake your hand, but mine are kind of full here. Actually, I'm sorry about this. Would you mind grabbing the registration form from the desk? It's just across from Bucktooth Charlie.
Okay, sure. What happened?
Crazy poachers. Max here got his foot caught in a trap. They're illegal to use here. Hell, you're not supposed to hunt within the park at all. But that doesn't stop some lowlifes. Hell, at least Max is gonna be okay. He got lucky. Max is still groggy from the shot I gave him, and I'd rather not leave him alone just yet.
Seriously,
The form's
Al,
on the
you
desk
can't
across
just
from
go
the
and
mammoth
meet a
skeleton.
kidnapper. Those situations always end up in disaster. You gotta talk to the cops.
She's my wife, and it's my call. Can we talk about this later?
No, this whole thing Listen, you hit your head. I mean, geez, Al, come on. You gotta understand how crazy all this sounds. If you're trying to pull a joke on me, freak me out, it's working. Ha ha, let's have a laugh on Barry. Well, you had me going there real funny, Al. You can quit it now.
Beaucoup de dialogue dans ce jeu-là, c'est pour ça que je parle pas gros. Mais comme, c'est du bon dialogue quand même, là.
I think this is the form you wanted.
And here are the keys. Okay, you're all set, Mr. Wake. Glad to have you staying here.
Thanks. Can you tell me how to get to Lover's Peak?
Oh, sure. It's at the end of the nature trail. Just follow the paths, you'll get to it eventually. It's an easy walk. Nice spot, too.
Ça parlait du...
If you have any trouble finding it, just keep your eyes on the radio map.
Ah, c'est ça.
It's right below that. Oh, and hey, if you take a walk in the woods, watch your steps so you don't end up like Mac.
Fait que c'est ça que j'allais dire, le radio tower.
Look, Al, you're asking me to believe that you shot a dude who went poof into thin air, a guy who was bulletproof until you pointed a flashlight at him. You hear that from people who end up spending time in padded rooms, strapped to their beds, wearing white shirts with too long tangled up sleeves, and eating a healthy diet of pills. Al, you make cruel jokes about people who believe that kind of stuff. You're the skeptic. You gave me an hour-long lecture on homeopathy last month. What was it? If there's no proof, it's pure bullshit. Period.
Guess the laugh's on me then.
Al, come on! I mean, okay. Okay, maybe something weird happened to you, okay?
Well, thanks for the heartfelt vote of confidence.
All I'm saying is you gotta throw me a bone here, bestseller. What would you think if it was me? There's no way you should be going out at midnight with a gun.
No one asked you to come here, Barry. Either work with me on this or go straight back to New York. Your choice.
Pauvre Barry. Barry est comme stuck dans tout ça.
That's just crazy talk, Al. Al? We should go to the sheriff or call the FBI.
Damn it, Barry, they'll kill her! This is not a goddamn debate, Barry. I'm going to Lover's Peak. He said to come alone.
Okay then.
I understand.
understand.
Yeah.
You're my best friend, and I'm worried that you're not right in the head. Tell me what to do to help, and I'll do it.
You stay here, and if I'm not back by morning, call the cavalry.
Pourquoi j'ai l'impression que it's all gonna go down?
Just be careful with the natives, Al. These yokels are dangerous. Everybody hates a tourist, or it'll be deliverance all over again.
Bless you.
Oh, this place is trying to kill me. I'll bet there's mold in here, spores, poison ivy, God knows what. This is so not worth a 15% commission.
Le feu il est janky un petit peu, mais whatever, ça marche. Qu'est-ce qu'on a? On doit avoir un thermos, yes. Thermos. Ça c'est fermé. Je peux dessus. Oh fuck, on laisse les lumières ouvertes. On laisse les lumières allumées. Fait que ça ici c'est quoi? Ça c'est fermé, bon. Non, on laisse les lumières allumées. Ah, excusez-moi. Tapé. J'ai perdu des batteries, il m'en reste juste 7. J'ai pas de gun non plus. J'ai perdu la moitié de mes... plus que la moitié de mes batteries, puis j'ai plus de gun. Qu'est-ce que c'est ça? Là, le Nature Trail, il passe par là, probablement. Ouais, je vois une page en bas là-bas, là. Head for Lover's Peak. Moi, je vais faire le tour vite vite. Ah, il y a un autre café là. À côté du jacuzzi. Alright. Il ne devrait y avoir rien d'autre ici, puis je peux pas vraiment monter par là. On va revenir. Tu vois, comme là, il court. Mais des fois, il court pas.
I'll wait here, Al. I'll hold down the fort. I'll be with you in spirit every step of the way, Al. Walk through the door now.
Alright. Checkpoint reached. Barry doubts Wake's
Barry had
sanity.
never gotten along with Alice, but he knew Alan loved her with an almost frightening intensity. And now something had happened to Alice. And here was Al armed with a gun and saying things people got put in padded cells for. It was as if his friend had experienced a massive psychotic episode and was now totally disconnected from reality. It scared the shit out of Barry.
Alright. J'avoue que dans sa situation, j'aurais probablement peur moi aussi. On n'a pas l'air d'avoir rien ici, là.
I knew I should have gone to the cops. This wasn't the smartest thing I'd ever done, but I was still angry with Barry for trying to talk me out of it. These people had called me right in the sheriff's station. The cops wouldn't scare them, and they had Alice.
J'avoue que, comme dit de même, ils t'ont appelé directement quand t'étais avec la police. Fait que c'est pas comme s'il y avait vraiment peur de la police, là. Oh, shit's gonna go down. Ben, shit. Of course, shit's gonna go down. C'est comme c'est ça le but du jeu, genre. There's no game if shit doesn't go down. Oh, radio. On allume toutes les lumières qu'on peut. Oh shit. Il y avait quelqu'un
Welcome back
dehors.
to the show, folks. As promised, our very own Dr. Nelson has just parked his rear end in the studio. Doc, what's your Deerfest plan like?
My plan? You make it sound a lot more organized than I ever seem to manage. No plan, really. Just taking the atmosphere. I'm getting a little too rickety to do much more than that, you know.
Oh, tell me about it. No sack race for us older gentlemen, huh?
Yes, exactly, Pat. But I'm going to check out the parade, of course. And I'll be one of the pie contest judges, too.
Well, that takes a different kind of constitution.
Oh, yeah. It's my kind of exercise.
Now, Doc, seriously, you're in pretty good shape, though. You're the outdoors type. I know for a fact you're an avid fisherman.
That's right. Matter of fact, just caught a heck of a largemouth bass early this morning.
But you're not taking part in the fishing contest?
No, not this year. See, Pat, I'm just not that competitive anymore. Now I just like to take my time and enjoy the peace of it. It's no fun if I need to worry about what I'm catching, you know?
Well, considering your track record, the participants are probably pretty happy you feel that way.
What?
Well, Pat, that's kind of you to say.
Oui, parce que sérieusement, le poisson qu'il y avait à matin. Ah, il y avait un dude là, c'est juste comme un. Il y avait un shadow dude ici. Mais I guess que c'était juste comme. Pour me faire peur, là. we go. It's starting. Drop hazard. Ça commence. Shadow is strong. Le Shadow, je pense qu'il essaie d'utiliser Wake pour sortir de sa torpeur. Là, veut se piquer par là-bas. On va. Un camper qu'on peut pas accéder. Un camper qu'on peut pas accéder. On va explorer partout parce que je veux dire, c'est la moitié du jeu là. Oh, right, like that's a fucking good idea.
Crime and punishment. The cancer and cure of civilization. But some crimes are impossible to punish, especially in Night Springs. Tonight's episode, The Man in the Mirror.
C'est drôle, c'est comme le Twilight Zone.
He's inside, Agent. He's a weird one.
So, you're confessing to killing that guy, huh? Why?
Had it coming?
Yeah, but why would you do that? I mean, you're a nice guy. Normal. Took a kid to a soccer game. So how come at the game, you pick a guy and, quoting from the arresting officer's report here, assault the victim's head area repeatedly with the weapon of choice being a pair of bare fists? Wow, that sentence really flows, huh?
Okay.
Maybe you're not the literary type. Okay, so you mess him up. But why? Who was that guy? We couldn't ID him. Why would a guy like you do him like that?
I didn't like his face?
Well, you must have hated it, because you really went to town there. I mean, there's no way to tell what he looked like. No ID on him either.
That must be difficult.
But then we ran the fingerprints. Got a match. Your prints. Identical.
Huh, how about that?
Your son said you were wearing a white shirt when you took him to the game. But the white shirt is on the dead guy.
It's plenty red now.
You won't get away with this.
Do you really think that's in any way relevant to me? I had plenty of time to talk to my boy before the cops arrived, you know? He won't stop screaming, am I right? You think he's ever gonna be okay? I left my mark. Believe me.
You bastard.
What? You gonna shoot me? What's the point? I'm going to prison. You got me.
I don't understand any of this.
And you never will. Don't worry. Maybe you'll see me again, Agent. Maybe in the mirror.
Scary door. Welcome to the scary door. Ça recommence-tu? Non, c'est fini. C'est comme des mini-épisodes du Twilight Zone. Non. Comment on est un petit peu plus proche là. Parce que les autres, je peux pas comme les battre avec des guns là. Phone. Phone. Do not feed wildlife, drop hazard. Une page. Rose and... Ok, je suis rendu à la fin. Oh, je suis rendu moi au milieu.
Rose knew that Rusty was in love with her, and she liked him too. She liked him a lot. He taught her to dance, and life had certainly taught her the value of a man who was gentle. He treated her well, made her smile, made her feel good. But Rusty wasn't the prince of her dreams, and that tended to underline the unbearable truth. She was no closer to that Hollywood magic than he was.
Oh, Rusty, c'est le gardien du parc, là. Fait que Rose s'est trouvé Rusty, mais... Ow. Une autre page. On fait pas de, on n'avance pas dans ce temps-là.
The air in the visitor center was heavy with an awful smell, as if some rotten drowned thing had crawled up from its grave. Rusty kept coughing blood. My eyes were drawn to the twisted shape of his broken leg. The attack had been vicious. Max whined in his cage. Rusty's eyes were wild with fear and terror. He gasped. Mr. Wake, it happened just the way it was on that page.
Right, ok. So I guess qu'on va voir ça plus tard.
The vision left me weak. This was no head injury.
Rusty, hang on! I'm coming! Please, help me! Anybody? Help me! Help me!
Que je check pour des... Yes! Que je check pour du café avant de venir t'aider. Puis peut-être d'autres balles. Parce que là on est dans un jeu vidéo, fait que ça veut dire que... y a rien qui va se passer. Manuscript page.
The visitor center was sturdy, but the impact turned the front of the building into splinters. Rusty was thrown across the lobby like a rag doll and hit the far wall hard. It didn't hurt until he tried to move and saw his leg bend the wrong way. Felt the broken ribs stabbing him on the inside. Rusty howled in pain and fear, suddenly afraid to die alone.
Oh, shush.
The ranger's office was locked. I'd need a key to get in.
Là, je vais me promener partout sauf aller l'aider parce que video game. Tu vois? C'est pour ça. Coffee. Là, le visitor center est comme en tout démoli.
Hello?
Damn.
Back here! I'm back here! Hey, please help me!
Ah, c'est là qu'on était tantôt. Je peux ouvrir les... Ah, je peux pas.
Mr. Wake?
Oh, hell.
It happened just the way it was on that page. I found. Came true. It knew. So dark. It'll come back for me. You must... The lights. In the office. I have the key.
Okay, Rusty. Hang on. I'll be right back.
Ok, Rusty a de l'air dead, mon gars, là.
Whatever did this couldn't be far. Rusty had found a page from the manuscript. It would help
Jesus.
me understand what had happened. Shh. Good boy.
Jesus. Je peux peut-être trouver un medkit là-dedans.
The only way to make sure that Rusty was safe was to get the power running and the lights back on.
C'est ici. Ouais, j'imagine. Deuxième page. Reaches a safe
At the
haven of
last
life.
instant, I changed direction and threw myself down. The axe splintered the trunk of a tree. I stumbled into the pool of bright light. My lungs burned. I was too exhausted to move. I tensed as I waited for the killing blow, but it never came. I raised my head. Nothing moved in the darkness beyond. For the moment, bathed in the cold light, I was safe.
C'est ce qu'on a vu tout à l'heure. C'est ce qu'on a vu tout à l'heure. Quand on rentre dans les safe havens, tout arrête. Shotgun. Batteries. Café.
I was too late. Someone had destroyed the circuit breaker. There was no way to get the lights back on.
Rusty!
Rusty! The ground was covered with oily patches that looked like liquid darkness.
Au moins sauver le chien. Ouais, je pense que le chien est mort.
I just need hunting licenses.
Faut que tu prennes ton temps, ça. Faut que tu prennes ton temps, là. Je pourrais pas ouvrir ça non plus. Ils n'ont pas été rendered, les salles. Ah, rest.
Something had torn a mammoth-sized hole in the wall.
Please don't feed the animals.
Not cool, Rusty. Oh no.
Fishing is only permitted for those visitors who purchase a park fishing license. Obey the park ranger's instructions at all times.
Rusty? Rusty, no!
Never approach closer than 100 yards. To bears and wolves, never approach any other wildlife closer than 25 yards. Pets must be leashed at all times. Never leave your pet unattended. It is against the law to remove any objects or historical artifacts from the park grounds.
Ok, c'est comme assez.
This includes even rocks you may find along the river, or even simple berries.
On attend qu'il revienne. Je peux pas le battre. Something exploded. Ah, il y a l'autre monde qui s'en vient. Ah, ça fait chier. Ça, c'est efficace. À part le gars qui... Ça fait chier un peu quand il te l'envoie, tu dodges, mais comme Alan, il dodge où est-ce que la lame va. Fait que tu fais juste dodge, puis tu reçois la hache dans la face. Quelque chose de gros qui s'en vient, là. Fait que là, tu vois que le darkness commence à prendre du power, là. Comment que je fais pour continuer? Clairement, il y a quelque chose là-bas. Qu'est-ce que je fais? Ah! Deux. Checkpoint. Je peux aller par là? Non, je peux pas aller par là. Si je monte un petit peu puis je fais ça. Allô? Je peux pas sauter dans les escaliers? Ah, come on, you suck. Ok, il veut pas que j'aille, le jeu veut pas que j'aille par là.
What the hell was that? I saw from the window. I saw something.
Forget about it, Barry. It's just me going crazy.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. You're not crazy. I wish you were crazy, but you're not crazy. Ow, be careful.
Stay in the cabin. Don't open the door for anyone. I mean it.
That's a big hole. Je cherche dans le petit... Je cherche pour un autre café ou quelque chose d'autre, là. Visitor Center. Il y a plus grand chose dans le Visitor Center. Ah, on a de quoi ici? On a de quoi là? Mais là, je pense que... Manuscript. Rusty's final
In
thoughts.
that last instant of consciousness, Rusty thought about Rose. He was older than she was. Rose was barely out of her teens. But she made him feel young and forget what a train wreck his long-dead marriage had been. He still wore the ring. He'd been waiting for her to tell him to take it off. Now she never would.
Oh, c'est chiant. Come on. T'es capable de monter. Ah, c'était pas une pyramide, ça. Knock over chairs. Knock over... Checkpoint. Le petit boboum. Boboum. C'est des batteries qu'on cherche, là. Revolver ammo, on est encore plein. Stay on designated hiking trail. Yeah, I don't think I'll do that. C'est comme ça, là. Ok, non, il n'y a rien ici. On va essayer de pas se tirer dans l'eau, parce que là, on sait que ça sert absolument à rien. Là. On va retourner sur le path, on va continuer. Il y a quand même pas mal de checkpoints, c'est pas pire.
Lover's Peak was at the far end of the nature trail.
Moonshine Cave. I'm gonna have to go in Moonshine Cave, don't I? Oh non. Ah, c'est un secret. Ouais, tu vois, il y a de la peinture. This cave has the site of frequent lucrative bootlegger activity throughout the Prohibition. Temporary storage of alcohol smuggled from Canada. At times, alcohol is also distilled on the premises. The torch. Is that... Oh, that's my friend the shotgun. C'est quoi que ça dit? Bright Falls? Bright Falls Light and Power. C'est correct parce que j'ai surtout un shotgun, c'est ça l'important. batterie à moi dans ma manette qui commence à faiblir aussi. Alright, let's go. Maintenant qu'on a le shotgun, on a juste 2 balles dedans, là, mais... Bon. Ok, gang. Ah! Quand il te court après de même, c'est dur. Je comprends pas comment tu fais pour... Ah non, là, faut que je recommence tout ça.
Lover's Peak was at the far end
Ah
of the
oui,
nature
je le
trail.
sais. Nature's Peak at the far end, blablabla. On va aller chercher mon shotgun. Là. Ah, ça me gosse un peu, là. J'aimerais ça quand on trouve un secret de même, que ça l'aille juste... J'aimerais ça quand on trouve un secret de même, que ça l'aille juste comme... Tu sais, que ça l'aille sauver quand j'ai trouvé le secret, là. Non, B. Ok. C'est con parce qu'il y en avait 3 puis un gars qui m'a jacké par en arrière, là. On l'entend. Bon, là on va approcher, puis là ils vont tous... Toi là. Bon, that's how you do it. C'est comme ça qu'on le fait. J'ai plus de balles de shotgun, mais... Parce que tout à l'heure, c'est ça qui m'a tué. C'est le gars qui est venu dans mon dos. Je l'ai pas vu dans la cinématique. Motor vehicles prohibited, no littering, dogs must be leashed at all times. Quand même beau. Belle place, ça serait pas tout de murder. Ça serait pas genre le Murderous Darkness là. Là, il y a du monde qui s'en viennent. Lover's Peak. Là, on va aller par là-bas. Mais qu'est-ce qu'il y a si je vais par là? Not feed wildlife. Ah, ça c'est juste comme un observation point. Avec une page. Barry
Nobody
meets
in Bright
Rose.
Falls seemed to know where Al was, but Rose, the waitress at the diner, had seen him. From what Barry could tell, Al pretty much fell off the face of the earth when he left the diner. Rose was just the kind of fan that Al hated, but she really tried to help. She was smart, too, knew a lot about what was going on in the town, knew a lot about Al, even knew who Barry was. Barry liked her. That was no big surprise. When it came to women, Barry and Al rarely saw eye to eye.
Fait que Barry avait un petit thing. Bon, on l'a vu, c'était très clair. Il y avait un thing pour Rose, là. C'est ça, clairement. Tu vois, c'est quand même bien fait parce que t'as tout le temps de lumière au loin. Puis tu sais que c'est par là que tu t'en vas, tu sais. Là, moi, je peux me promener un peu dans... Oh, we got shit incoming. Alright, allons... Je me suis pas encore fait attaquer, mais clairement, c'est ça. C'est par ici que je vais. Checkpoint reached. Darkness is not happy. Ah! Visitor Center. Fait que là, moi, je veux continuer essentiellement. Je vais me faire attaquer. Ok, toi, t'es... Toi, t'étais tough, mon gars. Ok, j'ai 2 balles qui me restent. On va garder le... Fell by lightning in 1937. Oh. Exceptionally tall Rocky Mountain Douglas fir, blah 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 blah, was over 200 years old. According to local legends, it stretched beyond the stars. After it fell, it was measured to be 66 meters tall, nearly a record length. C'est la trail, donc on va continuer. Ouais, ça me tente pas trop de perdre mon temps, genre à chercher, à fouiller tous les raccoins. Quand ça va être proche, c'est là que tu... Quand ça va être proche, là, c'est là que tu les bang bang, là. Tu les... shoot la lumière dessus, là. C'est ça, je vais pas m'en aller trop profond dans la forêt, parce que, tu sais, je me dis... Je peux pas avoir... Ouais, c'est ça, j'ai l'impression que plus que je reste puis que je niaise, plus que je vais me faire attaquer. Fait que plus que je vais me manquer de balles. Ça me tente pas trop d'aller fouiller dans la forêt puis... C'est fucking creepy là, avec cette espèce d'effet là, je sais pas qu'est-ce qui est quoi. Never speak. C'est quoi ça? Checkpoint reached. Je vais dire à quoi là? Ok, j'ai dans pas trop long. On va faire encore un petit peu là. Oh, chiche. Ah, il y a quelqu'un qui aime pas les téléphones. Il y avait une page sur la route.
I turned the corner, afraid of what the flashlight's beam might reveal. Suddenly, a roughly painted symbol of a torch glowed in the light. Behind it, hidden by a rock, sat a battered metal trunk. It was here for a reason. Packed with supplies, batteries, flares, ammo. Things you need to make it through the darkness of the night. Something left behind by someone who knew what I knew, and more.
Man, c'est toi, comme... C'est toi qui es en train d'écrire tout ça. Ou t'as écrit tout ça. C'est toi qui as tout écrit cette histoire-là, Alan, là. Comment? Shotgun time. Je vois quelque chose là-bas, fait qu'il y a... Yeah, shotgun time. Ah, come on, là! J'ai même pas eu le temps de rien faire, il m'a juste sacré dans un coin puis il m'a donné 2 coups, tu sais. Ok, fait que shotgun time, mais pas tout de suite, tout de suite. Là, il n'y a rien par là-bas, fait que j'irai pas là-bas tout de suite. J'ai-tu un flair? J'ai pas de flair. Clairement, c'est ça, je suis supposé me faire attaquer là. Aïe aïe! Oh, aïe aïe, ok, ouais. Donc, faut pas que je niaise trop, là. Quand ils vont sortir, faut que je... Il y en a un là, là. Il est gros, là, faut que je le laisse... Ah! C'est pas ça que je voulais faire. Shit, man. Ah, come on! C'est quoi ça? Ah, on va rester une dernière fois, puis après ça... Il faudrait que je me concentre sur le gros, essentiellement, là. Quoique, j'ai même pas été capable d'enlever sa noirceur. Bon, oui, il y a un gros gars. On l'a vu. Boom! Alright, je l'ai juste lui. Ok. Wesh. Ok, dans le petit raccoin là. Probablement rien. Il y a beaucoup de... Ok. On va aller voir par ici. Ça, c'était... Faut que tu dodges. Quand il y a beaucoup de monde, là, tu dodges, puis tu fais un petit peu de lumière, puis tu... Au moins, genre, la noirceur revient pas trop vite, là. Une fois que tu l'as brûlé, c'est comme fini. Through tree. Ok. Checkpoint reached. Bon. Là-dessus, on va se revoir la prochaine fois. Pour un autre épisode. C'est sûr que je peux pas passer par là. Donc on va se revoir la prochaine fois pour un autre épisode de Alan Wake. Au revoir.